And we're back. After about a week off, I had to go on a family vacation.
Had to go. You make it sound like
I
it
know.
was miserable. Oh, I had to go on a
Well, I
cruise.
mean,
My life really sucks.
I actually did get a staph infection the day before I left, so that kind of put a damper on it. But I'm good now. I did not die.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
good. So
yeah.
yeah, we did take some time away for some vacationing, which is all good. So, but yeah, back. WGI regionals have kind of been getting into a rhythm here. I was able to watch a little bit of the Orlando regional. I think that's what it was. Orlando,
hmm
somewhere in Florida.
Yeah,
So
I've been basically I was out. I guess technically out of the country for like four or 5 days last week. So I had a lot of time in airports on the way home on Friday. So I got to catch up on everything that came out in that 5 or 6 day period where I was kind of gone. So looking forward to it. Today we're doing Infinity. If you haven't read the title yet, there we like the show. Is all I'll say so far.
I do like the show.
We like the show, and I think they will competitively do very well if they continue to progress in the execution category playing. And that by no
Yes,
means that I think they're bad, because they're not. I just think they have ground to make up, and they have the vehicle to succeed if they can take advantage of it. So
for
we'll
sure,
see.
for sure.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Aged Out Reacts, two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Michael Fantini, and with me as always is
Evan Worrell.
comment, like, subscribe here on YouTube. What do you think of Infinity, or just like the WGI Percussion? Cheers, by the way. Percussion.
Cheers.
Season so far. Who do you like? Who do you not like? What show do you like? Who do you think's going to win? Let us know in the comments. Follow on Facebook or Instagram. Hit the join button here on YouTube or go to patreon.com/aged.podcast if you want to support us financially. All right. Infinity.
Today's video sponsored by Buffalo Trace.
There it is.
Just kidding.
Not actually. I don't even know if...
Unless they wanted to sponsor.
Yeah, if they want to. We
Unless they
both
want-
like it. So, if you know it.
Unless they wanted to sponsor it, that'd be awesome.
All right. Let's jump in. Let's see what Infinity's doing. This lot video is from 5S1 Marching Arts, I think is the channel.
Yeah, our man Calvin.
Yep. Putting it out there, giving us some coverage down in Florida. So go subscribe over there. And yeah, let's see what's going on here. Let me switch the scene here.
Down in the Sunshine State.
Right.
I will say the choreography at the beginning of the show is pretty cool when they're on the floor. Obviously, like, the audio's minimalistic. The addition of like the Mylar film reflective on the props is cool. They use props really well to like hide performers and then like
Yes.
reintroduce them back into the floor to kind of get them out of the visual space.
Yeah, they definitely do.
It is very similar to how they did it last year, but it's effective. Nice Sims.
I don't know if I remember a show that opened up from the battery leading with the cymbal line. I was just... I'm sure it's happened.
There's some out there, but
I'm
it's
sure
yeah,
it's
yeah.
happened. But I can't think of another show where they open up where the first thing the battery does is just the cymbal line. Just throwing that out there. If you know of one, let us know, by the way, because I'm curious. I don't think there was. At least in World Class.
Some of those splits are a little hard to read because we're so close up on
Yeah.
it. Back up, Calvin.
That was good.
Very exposed.
It's tough space. A lot of cold attacks. I think I'd like to
We're
see...
so close up on it.
It's
Some of
yeah,
the balance.
Well, some of the balance is a little weird. Go ahead.
Yeah, some of the balance is a little weird just because we're so close up on it, but kind of already, they've done this for the past few years, kind of establish a rhythmic motif.
Mm-hmm.
There have been several other teams that have kind of introduced that idea in the past few years, and they are certainly one of them that have kind of latched onto that. Like, hey, we're going to introduce this motif. It's kind of cool, because they bring it in and bring it out, and to me, it's almost like a movie when something comes back from earlier in the movie. Like, oh yeah, you just kind of weave it in and out the construction. So.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, the writing so far is you talked about that motif. That motif they've already laid out there and gone back to a couple times, and that's one extremely difficult. We've seen Broken City do similar things with space like that, with isolated, just small little burst rhythms and phrases. It'll take them all year to get that consistently, and some groups that try it don't ever get it consistently. But we'll see what happens. The very first one they played was from the snare line was very good.
Yep.
But I think the only thing I'd say so far is I want to see lower lows and higher highs, like more dynamic range. Like they had a big long crescendo roll across the whole flat line, and it kind of didn't actually get that low and didn't, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of stayed in that middle band a little bit.
Right.
So other than that, I mean, the writing from a difficulty standpoint seems top level world class in terms of the content though.
Let's keep going. The motif. That first one's hard coming off the buzz.
Oh yeah. The trade-off AB stuff was good there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, go ahead.
I'll let you talk about. I think you're going to go to the hand pressure difference with the buzz into that open motif rhythm.
That and similar to last year, the construction of this moment, adding the concert bass drum on just some of those impacts. First of all, like kudos to Rack or concert bass drum, whoever's doing that. Like just finding those punctuations out of space, staying in tune, knowing the music from the snare line to be able to line those up. Just it adds a lot of depth, especially when you're a big gym, having those like impacts just hit you kind of in the gut. I like that stuff.
Yeah, a subtle thing I'll point out too, and I only thought about this because we watched a video of a different group earlier where they didn't handle this very well, but they just did really well here in this video. They're in the middle of a long roll, and even something as subtle as just like turning your body orientation to the right, and obviously your head stays facing that way. The other group I was watching, I won't say who, did not handle the body turn very well. That subtle listening environment adjustment. They maintained the roll really well, so good for them.
I will say, I left-hand shots can. I think I'm ready for those to go away.
Yeah,
they're not the only ones doing it.
No.
It seems like everybody does it now.
Yes. Ever since the one heard round the world.
Well, they did. Broken City did those two in that Spine show.
Yep, that's the one.
But little trap from the flats.
Yeah,
tunnel.
This is cool.
Nice keyboard run.
Yeah, good metric change.
Oh, timpani lick. Go back.
Yeah, that was
into the full battery moment.
Ever since you listened to some Jeff Prospery Judges tapes, your ears have been tuned into the timpani.
I love timpani. Dude, I love the texture.
Yeah, it does add a lot.
I would not like moving it around at shows.
Yeah, it sucks logistically, but it adds a lot to the ensemble sound.
Snare drum glasses are sick. Yeah, the timpani feed in. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, hell yeah. With the drum set, too. It's like drum set timpani.
Good add-in from the quads.
Yeah, layering into the stick control idea. Took the Force a minute to lock in. The difficulty's definitely there.
Yeah. The motif. Dun, 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 dun.
I think my favorite part of that was the 6 right hand eighth notes loud as hell in the middle of that. Just like that, it was like a little pause in there. Just here's a that was yeah. It's a long quad moment.
Going back further too, like in that full battery moment, they had like the layers. They went to the 4s, and they went to the 3s, and then went to cha 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 cha. Then there's that big decrescendo roll. That was cool.
Yep.
I like a little echo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I liked. I'm gonna back up with the whole thing play, but I love how the beginning starts on the top drum, and then they do that crazy run in there, and then it ends on the bottom drum as like a call and answer type deal, and a pitch, just huge juxtaposition of pitch.
I can't remember where they are on the floor, if it's like 2 different areas, but you get that hand to hand, and then the bottom.
All right, I'll let the whole thing play this time. I'll shut up.
Maybe.
Yeah, possible. We'll see. You know, we try. Big crescendoing that, yeah. Oh, the answer in the front.
Yeah.
From the bottom to the front.
Man, it's really close already. It's gonna be really good though.
I like that moment a lot. It's not just notes. There's a lot of like call and answer stuff from the bass line to the keyboards up front, and just there's a lot of little intricacies. I recommend, for time's sake, we're not going to watch it again, but I recommend everybody watch that more to pick up all the little nuances.
Kind of like just breathes.
And it ends where it started.
Which is kind of, I think, I don't know if this is what the show is about, but like, you know, I'm pretty sure at the end, the like props represent coffins because they get in them, lay down. So kind of like, you know, we come back to where we start, you know, maybe a play on from the earth we start into the earth will return, you know.
Yeah, could see it.
You know, the show's called like We Were Here, so we're only here.
We were.
Switchfoot.
Did you just say Switchfoot?
That's the song.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Well, it just started. We were meant to live.
Oh, a quick move in and out?
Yeah.
That's tough. Minus the very last 2 or 3 counts. That was pretty solid.
Yeah. Play all that stuff great. I can't get over it. Play all that stuff really well.
We've all been there before. It happens.
The Tom Hanlon pick tips are also probably the best stick in the world to play with.
They feel immaculate. And we're not hating on what they just did because they played an amazing snare feature and they played it very, very well. It's like the stock drumline thing. It's like you nail the whole phrase and you like botch the last 2 counts. But
it's like the blue balls. You play all that great and then the judge is like, ah.
Yeah, we've all done it. So we've all done it.
Fake out.
That seems very difficult.
I don't. What just happened?
I think it was like 4s or 5s, like, and moved all the way across the drums on a 4. Like, that's ballsy. Let's just watch that again.
Was it a split though? Were they doing like? Ooh,
I
go back.
don't know.
Go back just a little bit, not that far.
Well,
Just the end of that. Just the end of that quad
there.
thing.
Let's start here.
This is fine. I know that's split.
Yeah. No, it's unison. I think they're just playing a 4 across all 4 drums or something, or 3 of them. Their bass line's good.
Yeah. Fall back.
I think that's it. We're almost.
I believe it is. I'm pretty sure this.
We'll just stop it there.
Well, let it. Hold on, just let it keep
okay.
going. I'll keep talking. I think this is the point in the show where like they take the drums off, they open up the coffins. Well, I don't want to say they're coffins, but I think they are.
The possible coffins.
I mean, they lay down in them with their arms crossed.
I mean, that math checks out to me.
Yeah. So if that's not what they're going for, then there's a problem. Yeah.
And that's like the heartbeat, I guess.
Those remind me of like the Coach.
And I
Prime
guess the
shades.
concert bass drum's like the heartbeat.
Could be.
As it
As it
slows
fades
down
out.
and fades out. Yep.
So
They have the vehicle. I think they have the vehicle to be competitive this year, like they've been the last few years. The book difficulties there, in my opinion. There's moments of very good stuff, and then moments of blatant like inconsistency in the playing. But again, it's not even March yet. A lot of time still to work out those kinks and a lot of the little ticks and everything else.
sure.
And we'll see.
I'll be interested to see too. Last year there was some stuff and little nuances and Easter eggs that they put into the show down the home stretch.
Yes, there
so
was.
I think the show makes a lot of sense. Like I am able to follow, like at least it makes sense to what I'm interpreting it as. So I'll be interested to see what other little kind of things they drop to keep it fresh as it moves into April.
Yeah. So let us know what you think again down in the comments. Like, subscribe to the channel. Check out the podcast on podcast services. We will be adding more actual podcast stuff to YouTube and Spotify soon. We're talking to like 4 different design teams for groups to try to get everybody on the same call and try and make some of this stuff happen. But be on the lookout for that. Over the next few weeks, we have the mid-season discussion.
Once we watch some shows,
yes,
we'll do our
mid-season
thoughts,
discussion,
predictions, all that.
and then we'll have obviously the prediction podcast the week before finals, and we've got a handful of groups still to react to. I told you earlier, I don't think RCC exists.
I've been waiting to see.
I'm not sure. There was one video from Drumline AV like really early, but that was like a month ago.
With the pit under an awning and like in between a bunch of concrete buildings.
So it's
like,
hard to hear.
I appreciate the content. The show seems like it has a sweet vibe, but I want to see more.
Yeah, X has some stuff out there. One lot video. We don't trust we want to get a better angle. Like we want to get a better. I mean, there was an
same thing with Cap City. It's kind of like a. It's like all right. It's like it sounds pretty good, but I just can't tell. Like it's so close up to the group.
Yep. So more reactions coming. The typical indoor and outdoor season predictions, check-in, update, overall thoughts podcast. Hopefully the design staff sit down so they to like explain their show and like break down the idea and the concept for everybody will be happening soon too. And yeah, we'll see everybody in the next one.
Peace.